Breaking news from Medellin, Colombia and Miami. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia and Colombia as a whole. I think I have 3 or 4 good stories today, so make sure you stay to the end. Quick heads up, Americans in Colombia applying for a visa now need an FBI background check. Get yours in 24 to 48 hours using oncallcolombia.com. The information is below right here and will be in the description of all my videos. Now, let's jump into the stories right away. An American dentist accused of exploiting young ones in Medellin is arrested in an exclusive area of Miami. The foreigner's capture occurred in a joint operation between the Colombian National Police and the U.S. HSI agency. Authorities have reportedly identified at least 5 Colombian victims of this man. Authorities have struck another blow against the commercial exploitation of young ones and adolescents in recent hours. Members of the Colombian National Police, in conjunction with HSI Homeland Security investigations, arrested a man identified as Ally Correa in Miami, Florida, in the United States, accused of committing these crimes in Medellin. According to the official report, the suspect is a U.S. citizen, a dentist, who was allegedly traveling from his country to the capital of Antioquia to arrange encounters with young ones in rented apartments. According to the National Police, it was established that the foreigner made at least 15 entries into Colombia for this purpose. He apparently contacted the victims through social media and, in exchange for abusing them, offered them bribes. In total, the investigation conducted by authorities has established this man's alleged responsibility in the commercial exploitation of 5 Colombian victims between the ages of 13 and 15 in events that occurred between 2023 and 2024. Medellin Mayor Federico Gutiérrez said regarding the arrest of the dentist Ally Correa that the investigation is ongoing to determine whether he may be responsible for further crimes. The district mayor also stated that material involving a young one was allegedly found on the man's cell phone and that the images were believed to be from one of the trips to Medellin. This investigation began in Colombia following the high-profile case of Stefan Correa, who was arrested and sentenced to life in prison by a Florida court judge in April 2025, also for the commercial exploitation of young ones in Medellin. This has been one of the most important precedents in the city's fight against young one exploitation, and for which it continues to work in coordination with the U.S. authorities. After learning of the arrest, Mayor Gutiérrez also reiterated that since 2024, they have intensified investigations into foreign abusers who come to Medellin to commit these crimes, working in conjunction with HSI Miami and the U.S. Embassy and DPRO. Since then, the results have included 23 foreigners denied admission, 2 expelled, 15 arrested, and 2 brought to trial, one with a life sentence and another sentenced to 21 years in prison and 10 years of probation. The mayor also said that 6 have been arrested on U.S. soil following joint investigations either at their homes or at the airport before traveling to Medellin. I say props to the cops. Always props to the cops. These cats, let me tell you something. I told you in Medellin, they will find you. But with the cameras, they will find you and follow you and follow you. Look at this. Man, this, just to be able to see the video and see those bright fluorescent yellow jackets in Miami, in the United States, they will find you. And good props to them. And props to them for getting this done. Props to the cops. Get these sickos out of here. Remember, they're putting a bad name out for you, in front of you before you come. This is how gringos are looked at because of cases like this. So, hey, if you know somebody, shit, roll them. Roll them. Let them be taken care of. Let them be dealt with by the families. I'll put that out there. Anyway, the mayor wants to speak on this also, so let me let you hear what the mayor had to say.
Against the sexual exploiters of our boys and girls, we will go all the way until we eradicate it, and it knows no borders. I want to thank the Ambassador of the United States, John McNamara, the entire HSI team, which is Homeland Security, our National Police, and the Attorney General's Office. Thanks to this coordinated work with the Mayor's Office and all these entities, a man named Ally Correa, a U.S. citizen, was captured in Miami in a special operation with HSI, in which the National Police was also present. This man also had child and evidence of child abuse on his phone, also in Medellin. This man had already traveled here before, but how did we get to him? And this is where the story gets interesting. Remember the case of Timothy Allen Livingston, who should also be next. Don't think for a second that this went unpunished. When Timothy Allen Livingston is caught in the act in Medellin, then the victims, the girls, are interviewed both by the police and by HSI, Homeland Security, from the United States government. They come here, even people from the US justice system come to take statements so they can start the legal proceedings. So what comes out of that? A whole network is uncovered where we discover people like Stefan Correa, who was also arrested in the United States last year and has already been given a life sentence, who used to come to Medellin to abuse children and had already abused many in previous years. That guy already has a life sentence. What happens next? In those same statements from the girls and on the phones, for example, they find the pimp who was a cousin of one of the girls, known as Lily. She has already been arrested. And throughout the investigation, other information comes up, like about this guy, Ally Correa. In that investigation and in that same thread we keep pulling, there are many more people involved. This time, Ally Correa was caught. And that was thanks to a joint investigation we worked on from the mayor's office, together with the United States government, the police, the prosecutor's office, and HSI. Thanks to them. And there are many more to come, both in the United States and in Colombia. We are not going to stop. This arrest of Ally Correa is, for example, part of the agenda we had about 2 months ago in the city of Miami, when we met with the HSI leadership for the entire region and with those from Colombia, as well as with the FBI. More arrests are coming, more results are on the way, and in the next few days, I hope that in less than 15 days we will have another meeting to analyze the cases we have, both with HSI and with the FBI, because the investigations are ongoing and more are coming until I can finally tell our people that we have completely eradicated exploitation of children and adolescents. That is the goal, and we are not going to stop.
There you go. The mayor's not joking. He ain't playing. I'm telling you something. They will find you. Okay, there's been another police action across the city, and here's the mayor to explain this again.
The thing is, we're on the side of the citizens. If even a single citizen feels unsafe, that's reason enough for us to keep working and striving for everyone's security. As of today, we've seen a 24% reduction in personal theft, but that's not enough. We're carrying out these controls specifically in the neighborhoods most affected by theft, such as Poblado, Guayabal, Belén, and Laureles. We're organizing these security caravans, but these checkpoints where we rotate locations and have a combined force of 122 people from the army and police. At the same time, Operation WASP is underway, and in different parts of the city, at traffic lights, the security forces get out, conduct searches, and we move forward. This is very effective because it's a deterrent, but we also catch more than one criminal who might be out there with weapons trying to cause harm. I want to thank our police, our army, our city hall team, the security secretariat, and we will continue these controls day and night. This is not something we can stop, and in the same way we are going to all the districts and townships. Each of these checkpoints brings good results, and we will keep working. The public demands this from us, and people are absolutely right to speak up, and we cannot stop. We have dealt some major blows, such as the capture of the criminal group Los Seguidores, who were dedicated to street theft. But it's not enough. But these operations, like today's, are both reactive and preventive operations. There are others that are already structural investigations, and we continue doing our job. In this case today, we have 122 members of the public force carrying out this entire operation throughout the city.
There you go. Okay, lastly, still in Medellin, a gringo was captured with a firearm in Laureles. He was arrested when he tried to escape from the area. He now faces a 12-year prison sentence. The Metropolitan Police recently reported the arrest of a foreign citizen in western Medellin who was found in possession of a firearm. According to police authorities, the man was stopped in the Laureles neighborhood in the west of the city during a routine patrol. He was wandering suspiciously on public streets and, upon noticing the presence of the officers, tried to evade them. The gringo was captured and the firearm was seized. The foreigner was placed at the disposal of the Attorney General's office for carrying, trafficking, manufacturing, and possession of firearms, accessories, parts, and ammunition, and could face up to 12 years in prison. According to the Metropolitan Police, 383 people have been arrested for this crime, and 919 firearms have been seized so far in 2025. Now, it is Sunday, August 31st. This is the day after my birthday. That's right. I just turned 63 years old. That's right. And if anybody that knows me personally, friends or family, know I have this thing about 3. So 6 and 3 together is a blessing. I was able to spend that with my new girlfriend on Friday and Saturday. She is truly my birthday gift. So I am blessed. Let me tell you something. I told you, I put the work in. I was going to find somebody. I put the work in, and let me tell you something. I have truly been blessed. So I am thankful today. Thanks for all the well wishes from my family and friends too, if you happen to watch this video. But this is going to be a good year. Blessings to everybody who's out there, because I am blessed. I am extremely thankful. And thanks for all the support. Please continue to send stories for the Expat Corner. I have a video I need to run out today, but I'll come back later and I'll do another video right behind this. And at the end of that video, I'm going to do an episode of the Expat Corner. I think I have 2 short ones to add. But if you are an expat that lives there, pass on some information, guys. Pass on the information for those who are coming behind you. Again, if you're an expat there and you sitting back in the cut and you watching other foreigners act up, can't really blame them if you did not give them the information to how to proceed, how to move, in other words, how to move around the city, how to act, and to how to act responsible. Hopefully these expat stories are beneficial to you guys. I believe they are. They are a necessity to help you assimilate into a new culture. Learn Spanish, guys. That's just my advice. Anyway, you're up to date with the latest news out of Medellin, Colombia, and Miami. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. dcbornrob.
So, hey, girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.